Hey guys, this is Eve with Scrapbooking with Me, and this is our card today. It's another buckle card. It's a little bit different. I haven't seen one like this before exactly. This little piece right here folds over the back and it holds the card shut. And then all you have to do is just slide that through the inside, and you have all kinds of room to write your sentiment here. Your buckle goes there. Then to close it, just push it right back through that and fold that over, and your buckle card is closed. Alright, these are quite a few punches that I used on here and a stamp set, and I will link all of those below if I can find any of them. If I can't find one, then you won't see it listed out there. But I think I should be able to find most everyone on here. This is a die, this is a punch, this is a stamp set, and this is a die, and then this hole right here is a die too. So I will have all the links below to all the products that I used. So stay tuned and watch us make this card, and I hope you enjoy. So you're going to start with a piece of cardstock that is 4 1/4 by 10. Now on the long side, you're going to score it at 4 1/2. So just score right down at 4 1/2. Alright, now this makes the front uneven. This is like we did some of those other cards last week. So just burnish your score line, and then you've got this. Now on this front part right here, we are going to use a punch, a border punch. This is just some little branches, but we're going to use this to kind of punch, make a little bit of decoration on the front. See if I can get this where I can see it and you can see it. And when you're doing your punches, remember, just start right there at that top. Don't start over here. Start right there where that shows that it's going to cut. This is your cut pattern right here. So just cut there and then slide it down until you reach the point where your pattern matches up over here. Make sure it's up against your guard here. Hold it down, punch it again. And one more time. And there you go. You've got your border on there. And if I can find this, I'll link it below. I'm not sure that they have it anymore, but I'll try to find one that's similar if I can. Alright, so that's what you have on the front. Now that doesn't show very well, does it? But we're going to put a piece of white cardstock on the inside here. Okay, we have a piece of cardstock that is cut at 4 by 5 1/4. And we're going to put this on the inside. This will be your spot to write your message. And now, you see that shows very well. Now we need a little oval cut out right there. So I have an oval die cut, and it is from the Cottage Cuts Nested Stitched Eyelet Oval. If I can find these, I will link them below. Just keep in mind, all of the items that I'm using, if I can find, I will link them below. If they're not in our store or Maymay's store, then I will find them on another store somewhere or our Amazon store, and I'll link those below for you. Alright, that looks pretty even. Let's kind of give it a little bit of a measure and see. Yep, that looks pretty even right there. So we're going to cut that little oval right there. So all I did is took that to my Big Shot, and I just cut that oval out. And this is the way that it cuts them out. See if you can see that. Isn't that cute? And the little bitty pieces, sometimes you have to poke those out or run a little, some type of little tool over them, but that is it right there. Let's see, you can see it better on here. See there? Isn't that cute? So that piece I'll save and use for something else. And of course, I always have to use my purple tape to hold it in place. So there's our cutout right there. Now we have a piece of red cardstock. This is 1 inch. Let's see, it is 1 inch by 4 1/4. This is going to be our belt. So let's get our score tool back over here. And we're going to score on both ends at 1/2 inch. So 1/2 right here. And then I'm just going to flip it around and a half right here. Okay. Then I'm just going to fold those over and burnish. Okay, that's how that looks right there. Okay, so we're going to put adhesive right here on one of those ends. Not going to put it on both right now. And that's going to sit right up in there. But what we want to do is kind of make sure that we have this pulled down far enough that this other fold is going to go over the end of our card. So let's see if that's about right there. Push it back up a little bit and then just center it up. And there you go. You've got that put down. So that's the way that's going to go. And then of course you're just going to lift that up and pull that out. Then it'll go right back in there. And then fold right behind just like that. So that's going to hold it just like it is. And now we have a little buckle that we used one of our die cuts on, and let's see if I can find that one for you. That one is this die cut right here. And again, this is an old one, but if I can find it, I will link it, because this makes a great buckle for all your buckle cards right here. And then I just cut a piece of the red that is 1 inch by 1 inch, and we're going to glue that right in the center to keep from having to cut that center out to make it look like there's a buckle on there. We're just going to glue this piece on. It's 1 by 1 and glue it right in the center, and you'll see that it looks like that this little belt comes through there. And I guess you can see that this one's turning out to be a Christmas card. Slide that back up just a little. Whoops. Okay. And then you're just going to put that down there, and see, it looks just like that goes up through there and down. And I'm going to put this up on a little pop dot. And then just kind of even it up. And I like for it to be about right there. Right at the bottom of that. So there you go, you've got that. Then what we have done is cut out some, this is a die cut that I have, and let's see what the name of it is. This die cut that I cut these out of is a Kaisercraft decorative die, and it is called Holly Branch. I love this, and I'm pretty sure that I can find this, and I'll link it below as well. So we're going to put these holly branches right there and right there, kind of like that. I'm not going to glue them down yet. I'm just going to lay them across there. Okay, we're going to move that up because I need to stamp something right now. Alright, I have a piece of cardstock that is cut at 7/8 by 4, and then I have a white piece that is cut at 3/4 by 3 7/8, and we're going to glue this right on top of that, and then we're going to stamp on it. This is going to be where we're going to stamp our sentiment. I'm going to use a little bit of this tape on the back. I'm going to press that down right there. And then I'm going to lay these. It just says Merry Christmas. I'm going to lay them right on the top. And I cut these in half at one time, and now all I'm doing is putting them back together on here so that I can stamp them. And let me see if that looks pretty even. Looks pretty even. So we're going to press that down, pick those stamps up, and then we're going to use some Versamark. This is in our September kit. Use your Versamark, ink that up really good. and stamp that down really well. I want to make sure that it covered good, and it looks like it did. Okay, then we can just pick that up off of there, and we're going to use some embossing powder. This embossing powder came in our September kit as well. This is the gold, very, very fine embossing powder. Just going to grab a piece of paper, put down here, and sprinkle this all over it. Okay, I didn't use my embossing buddy on there, but hopefully it's going to be okay. Don't forget to use your embossing buddy before you put your embossing powder on there. It will make it a lot better and make it where you don't have any embossing powder where you don't want it. Now we're just going to heat it. I'm going to make sure my heat tool heats up good first. Okay, now you can see when your embossing powder turns really, really shiny, that's when it is finished embossing. And you can see I got a little bit, some little flakes here and there because I didn't use my embossing buddy. So don't forget to use your little powder tool. That helps keep all the embossing powder just exactly where you want it. But we're going to go with this just like it is. I am going to put it up on pop dots. So we're going to flip it over, use our pop dots all the way down. Okay, now we're going to lay these back on here again, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of arrange this where it will go right across those. And then we're going to put a little bit of glue on the back side of these and glue these down. Alright, and now we have some little pearls here that are red, and we're going to put those wherever these little berries are. Okay, and then we just used a couple of larger pieces of bling. Put one here and one here. But that is the card. Quick and easy. And it will still open up like that. You have all kinds of room to write your sentiment. They can fold it back over. And just fold that to the back and it stays. And there's your card. Quick and easy, but another buckle card. So this is the Christmas buckle card series. We're going to do probably a couple of these this week. I don't know if I can come up with more than 2, but we'll do a few of these this week and then we'll go into something else. Alright, that is it for the card today. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please give us a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. And don't forget to click that little bell when that little bell pops up so that you'll be notified when we put up new videos. We will talk to you guys later. Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.